Maria, a 32-year-old Filipina, had called Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea, home for over a decade. A single mother of three, she worked tirelessly selling fresh produce, cooked meals, and household essentials in the bustling local markets. Life was never easy. Between mounting debts, school fees, and the rising cost of living, Maria often found herself stretched thin. Despite her struggles, she remained determined to provide for her children, even if it meant sacrificing her own comfort. But in February 2025, tragedy struck. On her way home from picking up her youngest son from school, Maria was involved in a devastating car accident. She survived, but her injuries left her unable to walk for months. Her son, thankfully, escaped with minor injuries, but the accident marked the beginning of a downward spiral. Unable to work, Maria's small business crumbled, and her debts piled up. Creditors began knocking on her door, and the stress of providing for her family weighed heavily on her. Desperate for a solution, Maria applied for a loan from the National Development Bank, NDB, hoping it would be her lifeline. But her application was rejected. With no savings and no income, she felt hopeless. One evening, as she sat outside her home, her neighbor, John, noticed her distress. John, who worked at a local office, approached her and asked if she was okay. Maria, overwhelmed by her situation, opened up to him. She explained her financial struggles, her inability to work, and the mounting pressure from her debtors. She even asked if John could lend her money, but he explained that he couldn't afford to give her the amount she needed. However, John had an idea. "Have you heard of daily pip trade?" he asked. Maria shook her head, skeptical. "I don't need any pip thing," she replied. But John persisted, explaining that daily pip trade was a short-term investment platform designed to help people like her, parents struggling to make ends meet. He told her how the platform, regulated under the United States Financial Act, allowed users to invest small amounts and earn significant profits within 48 hours. Maria was hesitant. She had no money to invest, and the idea of earning thousands of kina in just 2 days sounded too good to be true. But John offered to help. He gave her 750 kina, the minimum amount required to start investing, and guided her through the process. With nothing to lose, Maria contacted Daily Pip Trade's customer support via Facebook Messenger. The team walked her through every step, and within minutes, her investment was set up. She waited anxiously, praying for a miracle. 48 hours later, Maria received a notification. Her account had grown to 8,200 kina. She couldn't believe it. With tears in her eyes, she reinvested part of the profits and used the rest to repay John and settle some of her debts. Over the next few weeks, Maria continued to invest, and her profits grew. She was able to pay off all her debts, restock her business, and even afford proper medical care for herself and her children. Today, Maria is debt-free and thriving. She's back on her feet, both literally and financially, and her small business is flourishing once again. Grateful for the opportunity Daily Pip Trade gave her, Maria now encourages other parents facing financial hardships to take advantage of this life-changing platform. "If I can do it, so can you," she says. "Daily Pip Trade gave me a second chance. Don't let fear hold you back. Take that step today." If you're ready to transform your life, click the link below to contact Daily Pip Trade's customer service and start your journey to financial freedom.